Zoe was almost killed. Her former partner beat her up so badly she was unrecognisable, stabbed in the neck and left with a bleed on the brain. It took over a year for the man who attacked her to be sent to prison. A huge backlog in court cases before lockdown means serious crimes will take even longer to reach a conclusion.
My life was on hold for that entire year. It was very, very traumatising, and knowing that you're going to have to retell your story, to actually have to wait years for that process to, come to an end is just, I can't begin to even imagine what that would do to somebody.
New figures reveal that as of March 31st, a week after lockdown was announced, 430 murder cases were waiting to be dealt with in the courts, as well as 3,070 rape cases and 2,424 robberies. In June, the number of outstanding cases in Crown Courts and magistrates rose to more than 500,000. Post-pandemic, the full scale of the backlog will be much worse.
If we can't get this backlog down, potentially it's going to be witnesses that won't want to come forwards. Memories fade over time. Is the quality of the evidence that's going to be given by the time we get to these trials as good as it could have been had they seen this coming before?
The legal community say the problem is budget cuts predating COVID-19 and believe the government's hiding behind it as an excuse.
We need an admission, an acceptance that the criminal justice system has been left and abandoned for many, many years, because it's only when that admission is made that we can then say never again, because this backlog was created by them and post-COVID it will be resurrected again.
10 emergency Nightingale courts have now been set up to help the justice system cope. The Bar Association say they were promised 10 2 months ago, and it's still not enough. They need 50 more to free up room for normal courts like this for jury trials. At the moment, social distancing rules mean that in some cases 3 courtrooms are needed for proceedings to go ahead. It's looking likely attempts to clear the backlog will go into next year. There are even calls for a public apology to victims who've been left waiting, some for years, for justice. Adele Robinson, Sky News.